Hellkurt.
Hellkurt
It's kind of like Geekfam were like, yeah, go for it again. You did so well last game, why not, right? So it's a bit of a bluff here from Geekfam. They want Evos to go for that pick. What other pick would be a safer choice? Oh, they don't want safe. Wow. They say it's the final game. Wow. Safe is not. Oh, what?
Cho!
What?
Wait. Is it Cho XP?
Hellkurt jungle?
Wait,
no.
No,
what?
there's a Fred. Where are they going?
We're bamboo-zled.
Oh, man. Oh, what is going on? Are we going to get Choloisky? Are we going to get Choluk? Are we going to get Raykurt? Roll? I'm just trying to mix all their names together. But I guess that's what Geekfam are trying to force Evos to think about as well. The shock factor. Now, what do Evos go for?
I feel like this is EXP. This feels like XP Cho.
Nolan.
Nolan, burst?
Is that it?
They're gonna burst? Well, up against a Fred, yeah, it should be okay. They need a little bit more burst damage outside of the Novaria.
Nolan.
He's a Nolan. So are they gonna adjust their jump? No. EXP Fred? Nah, rare.
Who's on it?
It's a Cho for Luke.
It's Cho Luke?
Yeah.
Luke has never played Cho in the history of MPL Indonesia.
Build damage or defense?
Little ignition maybe?
Attack, right?
What are they thinking?
You want to put it on the EXP?
What are they thinking? Renmar, you said Luke was probably going to be the one on that Cho?
Yeah, he hasn't played it.
What's the strat?
It has to be hybrid. It can't be full damage. He has to hybrid it.
Can't be full damage,
but it's
also
a Luke nuke.
But it's a Luke nuke.
Oh. Tough and intense. As the gates of hell slowly close, the people's champion and hero slowly crawl out of it. Will they be able to stop the reign of terror, or will they be consumed inside the depths of hell and burnt to a cinder? The final game of MPL ID Season 13 lower bracket finals and teams, Geekfam against Evos Glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time today, welcome to the land of dawn, Geekfam and Evos Glory.
3 purifies for the side of Evos Glory. Annabelle on the Nolan. Last time he picked this up, he was able to destroy Yehezkiel, destroy Liquid Aura with the fast clears, and that's what he's doing already now. Up against the Fredjin, wants to utilize that fast clear. Heck, Ray was delayed. He just finished the orange buff.
See here, Annabelle being very aggressive.
They failed.
Damage will come through towards Dreams here, boy. Playing it very, very aggressively. It does not invest the flicker though. So no first blood here in the first minute.
That early damage from the low Yi is so harmful towards Evos, and thankfully they will come out unscathed without a victim. And it is an interesting pick with this Cho on Luke, but Locken receives some damage, won't be the next victim for Geekfam.
I think it's time to take a look at Luke. We were speculating, is it going to be full damage? Is the Luke nuke? Turns out it's a concussive blast and the tank emblem as well. He did go for thrill, so he'll have some base damage to play with. But still, right? Really curious to see how this is going to be played, because the instant thought in my head when I see a Cho in the XP using the concussive blast. Shout out to Victor, BTK M3. Oh man, I remember those days. Those days were cool, and he was able to make it work a lot early.
Bottom side, Annabelle taunts there. All good knock up here, Luke, with the initiation. But the taunt will not be enough to take any more damage. And top lane, the 2v1 actually. Okay.
Well, almost a trade, both sides. Luke was low, so was Annabelle. Beloyski!
Hawks, peekaboo, said Beloyski.
They got jump scared by the demon himself. Beloyski receiving heat.
Oh, Dark Knight falls in time. He did it last time and he will do it again. First neutral objective to the hands of Geekfam. Divergent play. Committed just a boy though. No juicy targets, but perhaps Dreams spotted. Yep, Dreams here. Or engage, but no.
Evos, they played a risky game. They gambled with letting this Hellkurt go, but so has Geek with the Cho pick in the XP.
Oh, jumps in. Oh, good purify. Dreams is there. But again, just one kill. divides them.
Slowly but surely, right? Nolan. The strength of the Nolan is you clear super fast. You want to get that lead as fast as possible. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is with Annabelle. Maybe the pressure's getting to him. He's feeling the jitters all over again, just like when he debuted bottom lane.
No, Shenpo! Oh my goodness. With the shortcut, 5 members, 4 members at top side! It's a trade! Who do you prefer, Marksman or EXP?
We fight fire with fire, and we fight shortcuts with shortcuts. And that, I would say, was an unfavorable trade. For Evos, they lost Brands up top, no backup though.
Fucked as well. Dark Knight Falls though, invested early, so no ult here for Beloy.
Definitely gotta agree. I think that was definitely more valuable for Geekfam because they were able to stop the Claude, get him out, take him out, and get the Roger snowballing. Now, with the Windtalker as well, that's the build that he is going to go for. The Windtalker into the endless battle. But he actually has a Fury Hammer in his arsenal. Luke!
Purify Wave Dragon though. Somehow Tickles Clockun there in the mid.
Purify.
That will be all.
Yep, that's a good Purify bait though, right? Now Clockun will have to be very, very careful. Without a Purify, it's an easy assassination for Beloy.
Annabelle, or Dreams rather, receiving some heat, he will be fine. And Fluffy is just shadowing, but Beloyski in the push.
Yeah, take a look at the formation already. Beloyski in the front side of the map. Fluffy though has the Flicker, so expect Flicker penalty zone offensively or defensively. Let's see, top side, Nolan rotates towards that side, so Geek, it might be a free turtle. He's Fluffy hovering around, pop stream. Dark Knight Falls committed. Penalty zone without the Flicker. Oh, good ass like Ray though. Will secure the turtle now. Oh, important way of dragging on towards Annabelle, but Ray will fall. Looking for a kill. No fall damage though, but Shunpo, wow. Well timed.
So with that trade, it's worth it, right? You lose utility jungler, you still get the Roger, that turtle, and the Helker survives as well. And if you see the Goldie, if you take a look at it, yeah, it's still A-okay, but now if Annabelle takes his turret, there you go. Right. That should be the equalizer, but he's got to respect. He's actually respecting the fact that Geekfam can rotate and get back in the lane very, very quick. But now I'm trying to think of ways for Geekfam. It's definitely the mid game that they're looking for. For Evos, they can play towards the late game. So for Evos, they want to weather the storm. They can go for the snowball as well, but it seems like Geekfam have a bit more of a chance to do that. And in the mid game, they will only grow stronger with this composition. But then they will reach a ceiling.
A lot of chain CC coming in from Geekfam as well. That could really just disrupt Annabelle's movement, especially when the Nolan does not have any in it anti-CC. So if they can pin down this Nolan, they can deal with the rest of the players of Evos. The problem is they're playing so far. Fluffy penalty zone.
Purify from Clockun. But oh my god, that bait. Luke survives. Fluffy now taking some heat. Top lane 2v2 Dreams. Below 50% of its HP. It seems like now Chidera has space. Purify pops as well. Oh, 2 Purifies already. That's info.
He's trying to bait out Chidera into jumping into that bush. Browns was just waiting, but Annabelle, with the side lane pressure that this Nolan provides to you, will be a problem for Geekfam to address. But they're just playing behind the lines of Evos Glory. They have the global tools to be able to tone it down. They have people that they can allocate, especially when you have a Cho. The mobility is just so good to respond towards the side lane pressure.
And I'm just thinking of the possibilities that Geekfam can utilize the Cho with, right? They have the diversion, they can send him into the back, and that kick will be very, very scary to deal with because Annabelle.
This will be jumped on. Wave Dragon committed. The damage will come through and Dreams falls. Fluffy a little bit late for the cover, but with the Dark Knight Falls, they will disengage.
Oh, that penalty zone was perfect, but no follow-up because everyone was way too far from the vicinity of that engage coming in from Fluffy. And this turtle looks for free for Geekfam.
It's completely free. Should be down bottom. Yep, in the bottom lane, there's a little bit of a skirmish or an attempt at, you know, an assassination. But Annabelle, now with the Melphic Roar, that's a power spike. Meanwhile, all right, let me get back to the point before that fight started, right? This Cho pick, I believe, is to take on the Nolan. Nolan, with the changes to the Fracture, you don't have any CC immune abilities anymore. You can't get out of these lockdowns. So it's going to be very, very nice for the Cho. Oh, Chidera even gets out here. A shortcut wasted.
Oh, let's see your dreams. Still has the Purify. Oh, bottom side, 2v1. Luke with the flicker. Oh, wrong kick though. Annabelle survives that one.
Thanks for the ride, bro. He kicked Annabelle back, but Dreams looking for an engage of his own will not really translate that into something bigger. But for what was happening to them in the first few minutes, I feel like Evos are able to just neutralize every potential threat and pressure that Geek is bringing towards them.
Yeah. I think it's a bit quick diversion again.
Uh-oh.
Chidera is up top. But yeah, I think it's like, it's a 2-in-1 special technically with this Cho pick. Because yeah, they didn't expect, or maybe they did expect a Nolan, maybe they were expecting an Assassin, maybe they wanted to lock someone down.
True.
Number one. But number two also, with the Hellcurt, Purifies can be used to get out of the Terrify and to get out of the KP, the kill pressure that the Hellcurt gives over to them. If you have someone like a Cho, technically you can pop these Purifies quite easily. And then it'll enable Beloyski on that Hellcurt to get that Terrify and the burst down. Chidera up top. Oh,
Penalty zone, Dark Knight Falls already popped. Blazing the wet. Whoa! The damage will be more than enough to take any member down. And that's Fluffy surviving out of nowhere.
Annabelle?
1-for-1. Luke jumps in. No damage though. He misses the skills. That was a 1-for-0 for Geek. But Evos Glory finds the counter.
but it depends on how you look at it. 2-for-1, it's worth it for Evos in the numbers game, but it's a gold lane for a roamer and an XP. A boy and Chidera were still able to get leads off of that. And now up top, Dreams.
Oh, smell blood. They want to commit. Dreams. Oh, Chidera. Not even a flicker wasted there. He survives that onslaught. Now Klokun misses the Sphere. And that is still 2,000 gold lead almost established for Geekfam.
He just rolls through the terrain, and that saves him his flicker. So again, another re-engage failing for Evos Glory. Prio for Geekfam now towards the Lord. But they have the side lanes pushing for them. Chidera will be called upon to answer to that question. But now the Lord, how will this pan out for both teams?
Well, welcome to the 10th minute mark. That's number one. That's a GDS. No Melfic Roar yet. Usually that's a third item before the GDS, but he goes for it. And that Fury Hammer to get that penetration. So they're really trying to utilize this mid-game power spike. And yes, the mid-game power spike has hit. Geekfam have an advantage to play with in the 10th minute of the game, but they got to use this window. If Evos Glory can withstand and hold this gold lead at only 1.5k up until their power spikes, Klokun, Brands, Annabelle, then it'll be bad for Geekfam. The two windows of opportunity opening and closing.
Oh, penalty zone with the help of Blazing Duet. Rado will find its mark, but a boy will be the trade. It's a 1-for-1 loop now. Stunned up. The damage will not come through just yet, but Evos Glory, they are winning the trades.
That is a net win for them. They have sights on the Lord, and a boy is down. But only 20 seconds on the death timer, so it is relatively quicker compared to what we see in the late game, and they aren't even pulling the trigger towards the Lord.
Because they know they're playing to scale. They don't need to force these Lords. All they need to do is hold on. Keep on holding on. Brands, let's take a look at his items. Corrosion Sight and a DHS. Golden Staff very, very soon. Klokun as well. Lightning Truncheon down. Done. He has the Enchanted Talisman. And that's another plus point for him. Winter Truncheon, third item. So even if Beloyski is able to jump on him, even if his Purify has been baited out by Luke, he'll have that Winter. So many ways to counter Geekfam's draft. And even a steal from Klokun there. And the Enhanced Lord will spawn. Up top, Dreams, Chip. Look at Annabelle.
Oh, misses. Annabelle actually survived that one wave. Dragon 4, nothing as Annabelle gets his killing spree. And Browns will secure Beloyski. Take a look at the Lord though. It's all the distraction as Ray secures the Lord. That's compensation diversion play. A boy will escape. Oh, that's a little bit too close for comfort.
Stop and go. Skidaddle and Skadoodle. That was so easy for Geekfam as they get the Lord, but Evos, they have the push towards mid Annabelle.
Damage from the Assassin plus the Marksman, man. That will be enough to take a boy down. and the inner will fall. And Evos Glory, they will claim control. Sure, this is the Lord, but the first Lord is basically nothing.
The Lord advantage might as well be for Evos Glory because they handled it well. Geekfam made a calculated risk, but it turns out it was not calculated. It was a gamble. And Evos Glory now push on the pace.
Oh, his own crash course as well. William Dragon actually caught Fluffy. He will fall. The backside. Ooh. Reams will lose his immortality. 4 and 5 members of Geekfam is on him and will be severely punished.
What a game. What a game. Oh my god, back and forth. Endless battle though. For Annabelle at the 13th minute. This man is farming so quick. Beloyski, let me take a look at his items. Looks like he's on the way to a melting roar. And Geekfam have gotten back the lead that they lost. But still, this is still Geekfam's window of opportunity to utilize. This is still their realm. It hasn't been enough time to get to Evos' realm. Not just yet. It'll, however, be very soon. Evos Glory are very near to their item power spikes. And for Brands, it's that Wind of Nature, not the Golden Staff. Why the Wind of Nature? Because that's when he can actually dive and withstand the damage from Geekfam. Then Geekfam will only have to rely on a boy who has a Divine Glaive, but then also the Novaria from Evos Glory. Is he on the way to a Holy Crystal? Klokun? Lightning Truncheon and the Enchanted Talisman. And you can see the build path to the Holy Crystal. Or is it Bloodwings and the Divine Glaive? I'm not sure myself. If he wants to take that gamble, there you go. Brands Wind of Nature. Slowly but surely, Evos are getting to their item power spikes. And Geekfam, they go for one play.
Good Jet Kundo. We have Dragon Dreams though is ready to cover, but Fluffy still will fall. The Brands on the backside. Blazing Duet will find Beloyski. Take a look at Luke here. Still doing work. Good taunt.
Annabelle.
And good night, Annabelle. That might be it. 3 members out. Brands alone. And Geek, they might take the base turret. They will. Brands all over again. Will this be enough?
No way.
Brands, no blazing duets, looking for the gear. Does not find the catch.
No minions.
No minions, and that will be all. Geekfam says, now you see me, now you don't.
That was so close to an end. The heroes are just battered and bruised, losing their grip as the demons consume them, the villains not stopping their terrors. But it's all down to Evos. This is their game to lose.
So for Klokun, yeah, it was too risky, too big of a gamble to go for the Holy Crystal. He has swapped to the Bloodwings and now he's on the way, perhaps to the Divine Glaive. But the game is back again to a 50-50. It's a base turret in the mid lane, so Evos Glory should be able still to clear it out. Looking at a boy, he's also gotten the Winter Truncheon, so he has ways to deal with that Annabelle flanking burst damage. Meanwhile, though, for the side of Evos Glory, they're really trying to find that cheeky little angle, but it seems Geekfam have a read on them, have a read on where they are, because they instantly walk in, march into the other side of their jungle. I want to take a look at Luke. Dominance Eyes, Brute Force Breastplate, and then on the way to an Athena Shield now. So he'll be able to tank up these shots coming in from the Novaria. And he's more of a kiting Cho. He wants to go in, get a pick off, and then be able to walk back with the mobility that Brute Force Breastplate grants you. Take a look at Geekfam. We saw it from Evos Glory, we saw that Chip, we saw that Nolan group up together. But it might be the same for Beloyski and Luke. If they're able to find Annabelle, that's a win. And Annabelle is very vulnerable in the late stage of the game. He doesn't even have any defensive items as of yet. Only a Magic Blade, but I don't think that'll save him from the CC lockdown of Geekfam.
Basically, Luke will just, play a give-and-go game. You want him to come in, look for a kick, get out. So yeah, kiting type of Cho. And now the Lord, in the hands of Geekfam, will they play this slowly again? With much discipline. Evos, they are not responding to this Lord call. Annabelle still up top. But they're farming towards their items, but this is already the 17th minute, so they need an answer now. But Geek are just toying with this Lord.
They are. It seems they're doing a good job at it. Luckily for Geekfam, right? I mean, we were talking about that mid-game power spike, that window opening. The window opening also for Evos Glory, but now it's a bit more 50-50, despite Evos Glory having having that power spike in them, having, you know, the possibility to outscale Geekfam. Geekfam have been able to secure an advantage through that mid wave, through that mid turret. Super minions constantly pushing will mean that Evos Glory will have to place themselves in a position where they are vulnerable, but Luke has just burned Flicker. 120 seconds. Another window opens. And it might be a window that grants Evos safety from Geekfam.
Wow. Luke, the nuke for Evos Glory or for Geekfam without that Flicker. Let's see though, all spells are up from the White Tiger's side.
Yeah, they have all the resources that they need to approach this Lord. I mean, they have a lot of window of opportunities to approach the fights, but they're not taking it. They have no initiation whatsoever. They're just waiting for the waves to push towards them. I feel like Annabelle is waiting for the top side to come in and he'll clear it out. He bounces the minions and then he will go. But this Lord fully in the court of Geekfam, they're just luring Evos inside, and Evos are not interested into contesting this Lord. So I feel like they're waiting for something else.
It's not that they're not interested. It's the fact that they are aware of what Lo Yi can bring to them. Remember, just the previous game, when you see a team with Lo Yi go missing on the map, you run. But also, Evos Glory, this time, they can afford to run. They can afford to stay in their base because they have a chip that can bring them to the team fight. So as long as they defend, technically, Geekfam will not have a macro advantage. As long as Evos Glory play in the sides and play in their own turret, Geekfam will not have a macro advantage. But Dreams has teleported back on up top. And he has actually spotted below, I believe, and Annabelle is waiting in the midst of that top side. Beloyski shows up. Oh my god.
So close, Beloyski.
You can hear even the crowd.
Clenching their fists on the edge of their seat. And now, of course, it all does make sense. How the shortcut of the chip does enable that early fight. Fluffy looking for something.
Will be committed. Way of Dragon loses immortality. Now with the shortcut, actually Fluffy still falls. Now Blazing Duet from Rans takes down Beloyski. Annabelle still with their mortality will find Luke. Chidera looking for the trade. Will not happen. Evos Glory shows up in minute 20.
They're able to suppress it. But wow. Topside turret, all down towards the wave push. Created, amassed by Evos Glory. They might lose their base turret, but now it's even. Geekfam lost theirs as well.
They waited for an opportunity that will open, that will show itself, and they take it. Evos Glory have managed the waves. You can see Annabelle constantly up top. That has built up a slow push towards Geekfam. So in that skirmish, they were able to find the far lane. Now it's up to Ray, Chadera, and a boy to save this game.
They're man down though. Still, Evos Glory taking their time, taking more space. Evos Dreams. Oh, okay. Straightforward. Evos Glory claims the Evolved Lord.
That's an Evolved Lord for Evos Glory. Geekfam's composition is not built to withstand sieges. Their composition is not built to defend. But an Evolved Lord is marching down up top. Geekfam will have to poke. Geekfam will have to think outside of the box if they want to survive the siege.
The wave clear from Geekfam isn't the best. The siege potential though from Evos is a looming threat. And this Lord just marches towards the gates of hell. So does Fluffy!
Liquor Divine defensive penalty zone. What's Evos Glory still looking for an angle? Blazing Duet will stop the King of Hell. Now with a Ridden Destruction, actually, we'll try to buy time. The Lord is up to Terra. Secures Fluffy out of nowhere. Dreams loses immortality as well. He claims a double. Rams backs away. Diversion. Just to this Ram. Oh! Finds the way of the Dragon. And Chidera will oblige with the triple.
Oh my goodness! A kick from hell from Luke, sending Annabelle back to his graveyard. The gates of hell open even wider, and this could be the angle that the demons are looking for.
25 on Fluffy, 28 on Dreams, and 34 on Annabelle. Grant and Glockun yet again. Will they be able to do the defense this time? Luke has the immortality. Avoid Chidera. Will take it slow. Will not force things out just yet.
They've lost the bottom lane.
Fluffy.
Will they gamble? Oh!
Oh my god, he will jump in. Fluffy will not give any space. The mid
Fluffy
wave is coming. Fluffy though will be up. Win of nature will be cancelled. Griffin, a diversion.
Wow!
Just to escape.
What is this?
What is this game?
Geekfam and Evos Glory. They will not go down without a fight.
Scooting in and out. It's just back and forth. This is a game 5 that we're all expecting to see.
23 minutes of absolute joy for the fans. 24 minutes of torture. It has to have a bad effect on your heart, this back and forth. Dreams?
Oh, is this a mistake? All Evos Glory's members, they collapse. Luke loses mortality. And Luke will lose his life. Ray, the backside, doing work. Appraisers Wrath will not find anyone. But now, Evos Glory, they will stabilize. They will be satisfied with just taking down a member.
It's all gambles at this point. Evos want to fight, they fight. Geekfam want to fight, they go as well. And Geekfam that time, they did not want to put it all on the line. They wanted to play it safe, but maybe now they have to. Another Evolved Lord at risk of being taken by Evos up against this composition that is not meant to defend. Ray, shall he be the hero?
They want to blitz the Lord, and they got it. Annabelle secures the Lord. Chidera in trouble, but Ray is there to provide the feel. Dreams looking for an escape. Aloyski, House of Dark Knight falls, runs with the blazing duets. Dreams falls, not finding anyone though, but Ray and Aloyski loses mortality. Evos Glory. Oh my goodness, they have stabilized. They got one member, 1 for 1. But Evos Glory, they remember they got the 6th man.
Is that enough? They had to recall.
Wow. The Lord's coming though.
You're right.
Towards the base.
5v4.
Geekfam, this is a 5v4 situation. Dreams is down, but the Lord at least will halt the efforts of Geekfam to push even further though. Clocken looking for something. Chidera is low. And this could be the angle for Evos to shove the wave inside and knock to the gates of hell, closing it once and for all. But I feel like this isn't the end yet.
Wow.
We are going the extra mile.
It's practically overtime. 25 minutes, the longest game of the series, ladies and gentlemen. Evos Glory and Geekfam still trading blows, trading punches. Now Evos Glory still has 2 base turrets standing.
How has Geekfam
Withstand.
withstood 2 Evolved Lords this composition? They don't have wave clear. Their wave clear is nowhere near, not even close to Evos. Their high ground control. Yet Evos have been unable to end, even with 5 members. But earlier, Geekfam, they were able to get Dreams opposition that made it possible for the Lord to be defended. It's 26 minutes of this game. Evos Glory, they have an overwhelming advantage still. Now it's Geekfam who are against the odds. It's Evos with that window of opportunity, with that power spike. It's the Tiger's realm now. And Geekfam will have to be able to find a miracle to be able to come back off a game up against a Novaria, up against a Claude, with no more base turrets, with only 1 base turret, and that being in the mid lane. The weakest of 3. In the later stage of the game, the far lane will play the biggest factor in this game. The Geekfam gamble it all on 1 team fight. Do they find a diversion? Do they stay disciplined, but let Evos have the macro advantage over them? What do they do? Dreams.
Whoa. 5 members.
My God.
4 members.
Evos
Teleported. Looking for the commitment, looking for the opening, but Beloyski denies it.
They're looking for something that they could maximize, maybe a member that they could just, you know, scrap out and bring them with them towards death. But you can see the reluctance of Evos wanting to push because they know a segue play can always be created by Geekfam. They have that mobility with a boy, with the diversion plays, and they will gamble it towards the Lord. This is again,
They need to.
still silver scrapes for both teams. The one pulling the trigger is the one going to gamble the most.
And now we see the slow build-up once again. The most climactic moment, Beloyski up top. Oh my goodness, almost walked to his demise. Against that chip, Geekfam. Beloyski earlier, he actually managed the wave in a way where it's going to... It can't slow push because it's still a super mini wave for Evos Glory. They'll constantly be pushing in. Beloyski! Oh! Beloyski!
He escapes. Take a look at Nolan there. Still pushing to his top side.
No retreat.
Oh my god,
Diversion though, up top.
Oh, diversion.
Annabelle!
Annabelle still has immortality, but the catch!
Oh!
The toe last big finds them! Winning play! And Annabelle will fall for 70. Evos Glory, they cannot do anything. They do not have a right to force a fight. And Geekfam, they will take their time.
Annabelle, possessed by the demon this time in a negative way. He gets taken with them to the realms of hell. 50 seconds on him, but thankfully 4 members standing still for Evos Glory.
A boy with a holy crystal. The burst damage is massive, and Geekfam, they find themselves in a spot where they need to take the Lord. No Annabelle. Evos Glory, 4 members strong. With the late game comp, it's all on Clockwood, all on Brans.
Luke has the Way of Dragon already again. Immortalities though. Dreams Fluffy Clockwood has the item. 18,000 HP on the Lord. Ray.
Didn't steal.
Dark Knight falls. Ray comfortably takes the Lord. Fluffy will lose his immortality. But they will not commit the diversion defensive.
This time greed will not take them over. Disciplined, composed and calm as they approach the dying night. And Geekfam satisfied with that Lord that they claim.
29 minutes in this game, and we've gone to a point where Geekfam will have to now siege up against the Claude, up against a Novaria. A composition that can defend, unlike theirs. But Geekfam, while they can't defend, they can fight, they can dive. It's a 50-50 around the space, but Geekfam, to make it 50-50, they must manage the waves accordingly. They must clear these waves. Look at Annabelle. He might be looking for one desperate play to save the game.
Oh! Luke! Flicker, Way of Dragon. No immortalities on Fluffy's body. But Brans, oh, half HP. Dream trying to soak in the damage. Oh my goodness! The damage will not be enough to take him down just yet. Dreams though, very low. Blazing duet by Brans! And he finds Shindera. Dreams will fall, but Brans! He finds the double elimination play! He finds the triple! This guy's a manimal, man!
Evos Glory! A maniac for the Angel! For Mr. Fantastic! They close down the gates of hell as they knock towards Riyadh. Could this be the end? The death timers are way too big on Geekfam. Will the demons finally fall? Will the villains finally die?
Man versus Diablo. This time around, man will find the win. They will get out of hell unscathed.
A poetic match, a poetic ending to the hero run against the odds at all times, against the wave at all times. Battered, bruised, disrespected, humiliated, but it did not stop them. The glory in their name to the glory in their game.
Geekfam, they made a deal with the devil, but Evos Glory, they bargained with the devil. As they close the gates of hell. They open the gates towards Riyadh. They open the gates towards the grand finals. The people's heroes, the people's champions. They end the reigning terror. And that terror was Geekfam.
They raged against the falling Dark Knight. Dying was the light, but you see the emotion and what it means to be able to fulfill an international promise, the legacy in their veins. They will go to a life-changing international tournament in MSC as Geekfam is stunned as their run ends.
Look what it means to them.